YouTubers. Yes, I've decided to cut out all the bullshit. You know, having a bloody introduction that's nearly a minute long and all that sort of you know what I mean? Who do I think I am? The BBC? Anyway, I know I haven't posted much motorcycling recently. You know, I'm still on the bloody NC750, so I just haven't been inspired, to be quite honest, to yeah, to get out on the bike much. So I thought today I'll nip up to whatchamacallit, Devil's Bridge, just for a quick run out. And I was just going to go by the motorway, but there's quite a side wind, an easterly wind, and well, this bike doesn't handle wind very well, so I decided to come off the motorway and come by the A6. Well, it was bad enough, like, and yeah. Something else I'm going to cut out is I'm going to try to cut out the swearing and the cursing. I've become aware that well, a couple of my grandnieces sometimes watch the channel. So Lily, May and Poppy, your great uncle Mark won't be swearing his head off anymore, I'm afraid. Well, I've done a bit of road surfacing up here. Really needed it, like. Well, since I was last here anyway, I have. Yeah, definitely needed it. Shame they haven't done all of it though. I stopped for petrol in T-Bay as well, but they had no petrol, no unleaded, Unbelievable. Place like that, like, don't get us wrong, most of their custom is wagons and what have you, but I thought they've had some petrol, like. Yeah, so as I say, I just decided to come out to the Devil's Bridge. I've actually brought the drone with us. I don't know if I'll get it out, like, but yeah, I've got the drone in the luggage compartment, or the trunk, if you like. But yeah, from the point of view of motorcycling, I haven't been inspired by this bike at all, to be honest. Yeah, just it's all right, but well, I say it's all right. It's not all right in the wind. It's pretty awful in the wind. You know, when you get up to sort of like 70-80 mile an hour, you know, it's positively dangerous, I would say, when you've got a side wind. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the skinnier tyres or whether it's the you know, the height of the bike or the lightness of the bike or whatever, but you know, it doesn't handle the wind very well at all, like, you know, all over the place, like, compared to the VFR anyway, and compared to a lot of other bikes that I've had as well. Especially the more recent bikes. Yeah. No, it's not very good in the wind at all. It's not like potting around at this sort of speed, like, don't get us wrong. There's that beautiful viaduct. Waterside House Viaduct, is it? I can't remember. Waterside Viaduct, I think it's Waterside. Yeah, so the clouds started to come over, but I think it's going to be blown through by 3 o'clock, I think. Mind you, that's only 20 minutes away. Is it? I don't think I've reset the clock on this, and I doubt it'll reset itself. The traffic on the roads today has been awful as well. I'm gonna have to get petrol shortly, you know. I maybe should have went into Sedborough. Should have enough to get us to the petrol station up at what's it called it? Kirby Lonsdale. I hope so. Never mind, I should have. Bloody hell. Come on, Mr. Farmer. Yeah, the old NC750. I wouldn't buy one. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody neither. It's really not a good bike at all, like, in my opinion, you know what I mean. Just, it's only my opinion. I know there's hundreds of people got them, thousands of people got them, and you know, say that they like them, but you know, really it's one of those bikes that are, you know, don't inspire me in the slightest, looks wise, or even, you know, the way it rides. Like, I dare say the engine would be good in a different package. Like, it isn't a bad engine, like, you know, it's not, you know, like, it's not a Hayabusa, you know what I mean, or, you know, whatever, but or a Panigale, but, you know, it's a nippy little motor, like. nice little road, this. From Sedbergh to Kirby Lonsdale, it is quite a nice road. But it's nice when it hasn't got nails glued to it. Well, actually, this is something. When I was coming through Shap, I noticed that cardboard cutout policeman. He must have moved house. There's a bridge. Hey. And when I came through Orton, he wasn't there neither, like, so yeah, he must have moved. Or maybe somebody in Shap has nicked him or bought him off eBay. I'm actually hoping that Steve's Hornet 900 will be out here today. I don't know if he will be, you know, there's been nothing said really, but I watched his last video and he was banging on about his Oxford Optimizer, you know, like the battery optimizer. One of them that he'd bought had packed in. Well, I've got a spare one sitting. I says you can have it if you want, you know, if you come, you know, as I said, I was coming up here this afternoon, you know, today, so I was kind of hoping that he'd maybe come, but he said he didn't need it. He'd done the video to show the people that he'd bought it off, you know, what was going on with it, you know. I like to watch Steve's Hornet 900. It's a good channel, that, like. He's an entertaining fella. It's pretty windy. Easterly's there, so it's got a little bit of a chill in it as well. Pretty good about this bike is its fuel economy. Like 133 miles I've got out of this tank so far, and some of that was sitting when I'd washed it. I'll tell you something else about this bike, and the chain. I don't know what the crack is with the chain, but last time I cleaned it I put some of that S100 on it, you know, the chain lube stuff, and it was fine for a while, and I left it sitting in the garage you know, because I hadn't, you know, I wasn't riding the bike much. And I came to look at it, and the bloody chain was absolutely covered in rust, you know. So I don't know what the crack is, whether it's the type of material that the chain is made out of, but I obviously cleaned it up again and put some Castrol chain lube on instead. Yeah, it was in a hell of a state, like. In a hell of a state. I don't know whether it's just because it's cheap chain or I don't know, but anyway, yeah, I've never had that happen before, and not with that S100 stuff anyway. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff usually, like. Very strange. No, we're not far off Kirby Lonsdale, still got a bar of petrol left. Woohoo! I should be able to make it up to the whatchamacallit, the filling station. God, my bum's sore as well. Pardon me. That's me fish and chips. Pardon me. And again, fish and chip dinner. Repeating on us. I didn't go to a fish and chip shop, like, you know. I made it myself, like, yeah. When I say I made it myself, banged them in the oven. Yeah. What was I saying? Before I was rudely interrupted by my stomach. Something about the bike, wasn't it? Ah, my bloody... I tell you, my heat is like... It's one thing in, one thing out now, you know what I mean? One in, one out, thoughts-wise. Really bad. I hate to think what I'll be like when I'm 70 odd. It looks fairly busy with cars anyway. Anyway, we'll see you shortly. I'm just coming over to have a look at it. that's us filled up with petrol. Yeah, filled up with petrol, and an expensive bloody do it was as well. £15 even to fill this up on this tiny little tank, like. Pretty bad, eh? I don't know. Bunch of Robin begins with B, ends in S. Yeah. So I didn't see Steve's Hornet down here, which was a bit of a shame, like, you know, but, you know, obviously I didn't expect him to come. I just thought he might, like, head this way. But, anyway, another time perhaps. But, yeah. Kirby Lonsdale. Nice little place, Devil's Bridge. It was quite a funny sign, or what I thought was a funny sign anyway, a bylaw. I've probably already shown you a picture of it. That basically saying that you're not allowed to jump off the bridge without good cause. Without good cause. Hilarious. Yeah, it started to get quite busy before I left, which was nice, you know what I mean, nice to see loads of different bikes and stuff. It'd be a nice day if it wasn't for all that wind, like. But anyway, I've got to get back, got to get the dog out. I'm sure he's standing there tapping as we speak. Pardon me. They're doing nice. Pardon me again. God, I've got the windy pops. They do a nice cup of tea at that van. It is a nice cup of tea. Strong, eh? I do like my tea strong and sweet. Windy. I was thinking of heading back through the Lake District, but like I say, you know, I've got to get back for the dog, you know, so ooh, don't want to keep him waiting too long, like. Poor little fella. Because he's on his own now that mother's popped her clogs, like, so nobody to entertain him. Yeah, what a nice day, except for that wind, as I say, but I don't suppose you can have everything. I didn't get to fly the drone, I was too busy nattering bikes and stuff with a couple of lads. Bloody windy. All the moo cows are even sheltering from it. Moo cows. How old are you, Mark? All the cows are sheltering it from it as well. Moo cows. Highway, man. Yeah, tarmac's melting a little bit in the sun. I'll be coming along and putting loose chippings down before long. What a cyclist nightmare, them things, like. That Porsche that's just gone by there, when he came past the car park where all the bikes were, revved the arse off it. Crazy. I'm assuming it was him. There can't be too many black Porsches kicking around here. Whoa. Slow down. Okay, I'll slow down. Slow down. Slowing down. There we go. I'm slow. Swanning, eh? Nice to be swanning around in the Swan Inn. you that wind, like it's it really does unsettle the bike. The bridge. Vroom, vroom. Have all scarpered now. Beautiful afternoon. Beautiful afternoon. As I say, except for that wind. No. Lovely little bridge over the Loon. Obviously somebody's clattered into it, or clattered into it, should I say. Trees strangled with ivy. I was talking to a guy there who came over to look at the the NC750. I think he's got an older version. And we were chatting about it. I was telling him that, you know, it wasn't my cup of tea, like, you know, basically said what I've told you, you know, like. And I was talking about the front brake juddering under hard brake, and it tends to judder, eh? He says, they're all like that. No. But, you know, you think, bloody hell. Like, I know it's not floating or anything, eh, but you wouldn't expect it to judder like that, like. The Shack Mountains, or T-Bay Mountains really, aren't they? Yeah, not Shack. It's gusty, that wind. Very gusty. Turn off. Furbank. viaduct like. Beautiful piece of engineering that, and with the girder section and everything, lovely. Or the iron section, perhaps not girder section. It's like a lattice, isn't it, really? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, they knew what they're doing in them days, I'll tell you. They knew what they were doing from a design point of view. Yeah, it's a bumpy old road, this though. It's a bumpy old road. And potholed to hell. Look at it. Look at it. What a gorgeous bloody day. Bloody gorgeous. Yes, it's blinking gorgeous. It's a wonderful day. I've been binge watching the Palaces recently. I don't know if you remember the Palaces, or whether you're old enough to remember the Palaces. But you're talking like 1974 when it came out. I remember when I was a kid, I bought an album of television theme tunes. Yeah, that was my musical taste in them days. That and the Bay City Rollers. And it had the Palaces theme tune on it, and I'd never seen the Palaces like at that oh bloody hell, at that age, you know what I mean. But I've watched this week, I've watched all 26 episodes of it, and they're all about an hour long each, and they're actually free on YouTube. There's some person has got them in the library. Well, it's actually my library now as well, actually, because I've saved it to my library, like. So if you want to watch the Palaces, there it is. If you watch it, definitely worth a watch. Nice period drama. Oh, look, a white horse. And a dark horse. Hello. Well, ponies. Aye. That reminds me of a joke, that does. The horse gans into a pub. Says the landlord, and says, I'd like a whiskey. He says, well, what sort of whiskey do you want? He says, no, what you got? He says, well, we've got Bells, we've got Famous Grouse. He says, we even got one named after you. He says, what's that, Freddy? Oh, God, the old ones are the best. Yeah, it's that time of year where you're starting to get flies and stuff. I did notice when I'd stopped that the lens on the camera was covered in flies, which I'm sure it probably is now actually. I wouldn't be surprised anyway. It's a lovely day, but this wind is bloody awful. Very gusty, you know. Like I say, this bike just doesn't like it at all. Like, I wish I'd hurry up. Like, yeah, we're still waiting. As far as I'm aware, anyway, we're still waiting on their insurers coming to look at what needs to be fixed on the bike. Yeah. Now they did say I can claim on my own insurance and they'll claim it off thingy and there wouldn't be any repercussions, but I just don't trust them, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, I can almost guarantee that you'd wind up with bloody losing your no claims bonus or whatever, or winding up getting screwed over for the whole bloody amount. So I was gonna do it, like, but I decided to myself, no, I'll just wait for them to come and bloody thingy it out, like, yeah. Oh, the wind's blowing through this bloody valley, eh? And half blown. It's easy, like, it's like a toothpaste tube, this. View, isn't it? Oh, that wind, eh? M6 motorway. That's eyes removed there, that's a bit cruel. Wind! Bloody hell! hell, getting blown around like a bloody... getting blown around like a plastic bag. A bit more sheltered here. T-Bay or not T-Bay, that is the question. How's that camera doing? I bet it's covered in flies, is it? Doesn't look like it is. Yeah. Now we're at T-Bay, so what I'll probably do is say my goodbyes now. There won't be a big dramatic ending or anything. As I say, I'm cutting out all that bullshit. So if you've been watching, it is much appreciated, and please call again. So look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, ride safely, and like I say, hopefully we'll see you again soon. So take care everybody, peace out.